Hey guys, if you didn't know, I have a Twitter, and if you followed me there, you'd be able to keep up with all my shit talking, and it'd be the easiest way to communicate with me. But if you're not a Twitter person, then you can go ahead and join my Discord, and I'll also respond to you there. You can also add me on Steam if you'd like, and my PO box is in the description too. Now with all that out of the way, let's begin.
You can't handle the truth!
Are you too stupid to follow a direct order to shut the fuck up?
Okay, something really scares me here. JTechTV is quite possibly one of the worst YouTubers I have ever seen. His content is shit, he lacks any personality, he shills for Sony, and he's been ridiculed up the ass by other YouTubers. So then, why exactly does JTechTV have over 7,000 subscribers? And to all of his subscribers, I want to ask you, sincerely, what does JTechTV provide you that keeps you glued to your seat, that keeps the anticipation for another JTech video to come out rolling? What does he do to earn that number? Because I haven't been able to figure it out. If you could tell me, I would very much appreciate that.
As you guys know, we have tons of exclusives coming up this year.
Yeah, you guys better have exclusives coming. I mean, what, paying $400 for your system? $60 for the online? $60 for another controller if you want to play with friends? Oh yeah, and then you guys have to pay full price for games too. And all that cost adds up over time. Boy oh boy. The luxury of owning a console. It's wonderful, isn't it? So, Sony better damn well make owning that console worth a damn thing.
Next month we have Persona, we got Crash Bandicoot coming up, Gran Turismo Sport, Days Gone. We have a good amount of exclusives. So, when you see stuff like this, just laugh at these guys.
Why would you laugh at them? That's quite an awful thing to do. In fact, it should be quite the opposite. You should be sympathetic for your fellow gamers that aren't able to get their hands on these games. Not everybody has the money to invest in a platform for a single game. That's just an idea that doesn't seem to go through your mind sometimes, JTech. You honest to God believe that if people really want a game, they should just pay $400 up front.
Because they should understand that no matter how much they are begging, they're never going to get the Sony first party PS4 exclusives. It's not going to fucking happen. A lot of the PC fans really dread the PS4 exclusives. They don't like them at all. So what I've done, and I told you guys in my last video to do, if you have a Twitter page, make sure you're proud of your exclusives. Show everybody what current exclusives you own or are playing.
Nah, I'll pass. I don't want to look like a total loser. But listen, Jay, being proud of an exclusive is pathetic. You know the type of people that do those things? Do you? Crap Gamer. There's an example for you. Someone you utterly hate, and yet you've never realized it. But you and him, you guys are pretty much the same thing. You just like different companies. Well, actually not like. You guys don't like. You guys praise different companies. Waving your exclusives around like flags of pride just makes you look like a fucking dipshit. But do tell me, Jay, do tell me, how does it feel being hated by nearly all PlayStation gamers? It must hurt that this company that you praise and adore has a community of gamers that hate your guts. God, I'd hate to be you. That must suck.
And trust me, a lot of the PC fans will get pissed off at you, block you on Twitter. They want to have anything to do with you because they know you're going to have the facts.
Console gamers having facts. No, Jay, they'll block you because you'll just look like a fucking asshole. But you know who else will block you? PlayStation gamers and Xbox gamers. And Nintendo gamers. Because being a fanboy on the internet isn't something you should be taking pride in.
It's one thing that they don't do. Go look at their fucking Twitter, look at their YouTube channel, and they comment below. They don't have no fucking content. They brag about these specs, but they have no proof that they own a PC.
Well, duh. Do you actually expect the majority of people that comment on your videos to actually have content on their channels? And why would they need any proof that they have a PC to correct you either way? People don't need to have a gaming PC to ridicule you or criticize you for the things you say. They just have to have the information and the knowledge. There are literally 5-year-olds out there that can correct you. How does that feel?
So out of that anger for our exclusives not being on their platform, they came up with a term called anti-gamer. But in reality, they don't even know the true definition. This is the true definition. As you know, anti means opposite of that thing. So by them calling me anti-gamer, they look very, very stupid, like they haven't even finished high school yet.
Ah, I know who you're talking about. I don't know why you chose not to say his name. You feature him on a lot of thumbnails to your videos, yet you won't say his name here. But for those of you who don't know, Rags called JTechTV an anti-gamer. Now, of course, JTechTV is giving us the official definition of that term, but in this case, JTech is ignoring the fact that Rags was purposefully not using the dictionary definition. It was more of wordplay. Rags was calling you anti-gamer, as in you are against the gamers. You're not for the gamers. And he's right, because instead of being in the favor of all gamers, you instead choose to see to it that your fellow gamers can't enjoy the games you enjoy, which is why he called you anti-gamer. But I don't have to tell you this because you already know. And it's quite funny. You spend the majority of your time on YouTube being a complete illiterate dumbass. So don't go on pretending to be this guy that suddenly thinks everyone speaks in a literal sense.
If I was anti-gamer, I wouldn't have more gameplay on this YouTube channel alone compared to each and every one of their trolling accounts combined. I have over 1,000 gameplay videos on this YouTube channel, including the podcast that I do every Saturday.
Over 1,000 videos and not a single one of them is good. I mean, Jay, you've been at this for over 6 years and you still haven't been able to get anybody to like you.
So, once again, here's the definition if you need it. This is the definition of anti-gamer. Remember, anti means opposite of, which means if I was really anti-gamer, I would not be posting any game-related content on this YouTube channel, and we all know that is not what I do here. I am strictly a gamer here.
Correction. You are strictly a PlayStation gamer, and one that wants Sony to rule over the gaming industry. And for that reason, you've been labeled an anti-gamer, and you know that.
So, with all that being said, it seems like over the last couple days, some PC fans have came up with the PlayStation Anywhere initiative. I know it looks familiar. They're trying to get Sony to bring all their first-party PS4 exclusives to the PC by coming up with a clone of the Xbox Play Anywhere.
Okay, Jay. And what about it? What about it bugs you? Does it bother you that PC gamers want to play PlayStation games? Is that a bad thing? How does that affect you? And more importantly, how does that affect Sony negatively? If there's money to be made on the PC platform, then how does that affect Sony in any negative way? The more people buying the games, the better. But you wouldn't see it that way. You're a gatekeeper to these games.
Where Microsoft had this dumbass decision to put each and every one of the Xbox exclusives on the PC.
Okay, and you're going to have to explain to us how that's a bad thing. Because as far as my knowledge goes, the Xbox One is still selling, and the games are still selling on the Xbox, but now they're also selling on the PC. So what's exactly the bad thing here? How is it stupid?
Using the Windows 10 store. Now, when a game on the Windows 10 store sells like shit, they really want to make additional money, and they still fail at doing that, so they release it on Steam. And it's not, once again, putting your game on PC is not guaranteed that the PC community is going to buy it day one or buy it, period. Meaning they might pirate the fuck out of it.
Okay, but did you ever think why? Have you ever thought that maybe it could be because those games weren't that great? Or maybe the Windows 10 store is complete garbage? There are more factors that go into this than just PC gamers not wanting to buy those games. And while you think Microsoft may not be making any extra money from this, well, you're wrong, because this will sell more copies of Windows 10. And on top of that, they'll also receive money from a sale of a game. It's nothing but a win for Microsoft in the end. I mean, do you honestly believe that a multi-billion-dollar company that owns both a popular operating system on the PC and a home gaming console weren't eventually going to unite them together?
So this guy, I'm going to read this real quick. This guy is saying PS Now is not good enough, bad lag, and too expensive. So it's too expensive for him, even though it's cheaper than a $60 game.
No, Jay, I'm pretty sure what he means is that the price Sony is asking for this terrible service is too much.
And then he says native PC ports are better and benefits console gamers. See, that's where I'm not really understanding. How does giving
Nobody's being given anything. It has to be purchased, bought with hard-earned cash. There is no giving. Stop using that word.
how does giving our exclusives to the PC community benefit us at all? I never understood that. This is the hidden thought of PC fanboys. They believe if we put our games on their platform, it will benefit us. It does not benefit us at all. It benefits you guys.
Well, a second platform would mean more players. It would also mean more sales for the developers and more money for Sony. So it's not only just beneficial to the console gamers, but also to the developers and Sony. But a better question here is, why would it be bad for the console gamers?
You guys made that very, very clear that you want everybody else's exclusives. That's what you want. That's basically it. You want everybody else's exclusives on your platform. That's it.
No, we want everybody to be able to play everything. We have no problem with our games going over to your platform, but does it genuinely bother you, Jay? Are you bothered by the idea that PC gamers would like to have some of the PS4 games on the PC? Does it bother you that we want a benefit? How does that bother you? And why does it bother you? I don't understand your mindset. Why is there this hostility between you and people desiring to play PlayStation games but don't have a PlayStation?
So this guy has made this.
Oh, okay, I see. So you're going to be frustrated by that, but you're not going to explain why you're frustrated. Gosh, you really are a little bitch.
So this guy has made this petition. He's also tried to hawk this stuff at different developers, and
I don't understand, Jay. Wouldn't that make you feel more prideful in how good PlayStation products are? Wouldn't that make you go, wow, PlayStation is so good that even PC players want a piece of it? But no, you're disgusted. You're repulsed by this.
even the PlayStation president here, Yoshida. So this is one of his tweets here. He says, "Great news. Hopefully we can see it on PC." He was talking about Horizon Zero Dawn, by the way. In the future, if you consider, and then he has his own little hashtag. It's called hashtag PlayStation Anywhere. So of course,
Oh, okay, so you're not going to give us an answer as to why that wouldn't be a good thing.
went to the petition. It is fucking really, really dead, although it's brand new.
Then that means not a lot of PC gamers really care. So why are you making such a big deal out of it? Why does that give you the incentive to call people beggars? You do realize you're contradicting yourself here, right? No, of course you wouldn't. You're a fucking idiot.
So he said, this is what it's all about. It says, let's get Sony to create a PlayStation Anywhere service. Basically, they just want all our games on the PC. That's not gonna fucking happen.
Hold on. He mumbles and stutters something about Gran Turismo.
And by the way, I believe the same person that made that Twitter account for Neo on PC. Neo is getting up on 16,000 signatures. Very slow now. Sluggish. A lot of PC fans stopped supporting this. Actually understanding that this game is exclusive. Once again, go check out what it made on Neo. They're making a lot of games on PC. For this one game not to go to PC, you should understand. The reason why it's exclusive because the publisher Sony are all I can say, the new pictures from really, really good, amazing. Cannot really play this gorgeous game. Of course, in other games, like the trees weren't as good, but clearly on sport, they really like the game. The crowds and the sidelines are really, really gorgeous. So we have tons of exclusives that are going to be coming out this year, and I definitely can't wait to see more of Days Gone. Once again, everybody loves open world games, so I'm pretty sure everybody's going to love Days Gone. And of course, that game, it will be sought after by all the PC port begging trolls.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. So you get nothing. You lose.
Guess what?
Legit, Jay, you're probably one of the biggest fanboys I've ever met in my life. And usually wherever I go, on comment sections, on anything PlayStation related, the few people that do know you absolutely hate your guts. And they have every reason to. You're hostile towards other gamers, you're obnoxious, your dick gets wet at the idea that other gamers will never be able to play games you play, and when other gamers come to confront you, you're unwilling to face them, and you just block them, and you moderate your comments, picking away the ones that you don't like because you're a little bitch. This is what happens When you put all of your trust and loyalty into a company, you morph into something like JTechTV. Someone who doesn't appreciate video games, just appreciates the corporation behind them, and is willing to go out of his way to only benefit that corporation. He doesn't care about benefiting his fellow gamers. All he gives a fuck about is kissing the feet of Sony, and I, for the love of God, do not understand why. And I guess with that, I'll be dismissing myself. I've already done too many console peasant videos this week, and I'm really starting to feel the pain, so I might take a little break from these and start talking about something else. And with that being said, I'll see all of you and your gorgeous sexy faces later.